Now, gender-affirming care for minors. And what do we mean when we say that? Well, according to the guidelines from the Endocrine Society, one of the leading institutions on the topic, when a child or teenager starts showing signs that their gender identity does not match their sex at birth, the first step is mental health support. Then changes can be as simple as hairstyle or clothing. For adolescents entering puberty, only puberty delaying medications, which are generally reversible, are recommended. Older adolescents with their parents or guardians after a period of time may start hormone therapy. It's partially irreversible, but will help them experience puberty in a way that matches their gender identity. Then guidelines suggest waiting until an individual has become an adult to undergo gender-affirming genital surgery. Indiana's ban on gender-affirming care for minors went into effect this year. One of the people navigating this ban now is Flower.
Really been interested in gardening and reading about gardening.
This is Flower Nichols.
I like taking care of something and watching it grow because you took care of it.
She's been reading up on gardening.
They only grow leaves.
Between the Girl Scout meets, swim club, and being a big sister.
Flower is a ball of joy. At least once every 2 weeks, she tells me this is the best day of her life.
Jenny Lynn Nichols is Flower's mother, a Hoosier native.
I had this whole plan on how this was going to go, and I was going to wait until we had the perfect jobs, and we had the house, and we had all of the things, because this was going to go a certain way. And then we had Flower.
But Flower was born Peyton, a boy, or at least they thought. How did you find out?
Flower didn't come out. Flower was loud about what was going on with her literally from birth, and it took us 4 years to figure it out and take it seriously.
Before becoming the happy young girl excited to read about gardening, she was a preschooler, upset, depressed, at 4 years old, not understanding why she wasn't allowed in the girls' line at school.
I asked them just outright, why can't I be in this line? Why can't I do this? And since it was like a church that I went to for preschool, they were like, because God made you a boy. And I came home and I curled up in my mom's lap and I was like, how do I get God to change his mind?
How did that feel?
Like you are failing at every single part of parenting that matters. It's not in the baby books how to deal with a clinically depressed 4-year-old. They don't tell you how to, when your kid doesn't want to live anymore.
Then Christmas came.
I asked her what she wanted Santa to bring her. And she wanted the flower from Rapunzel. Why do you want that? And she's like, Mama, if I drink the tea, it'll make me a girl. It grew her hair, it'll make me a girl. And that's when I realized that we were harming her.
So things changed with a simple change of clothes.
The first day she got to wear a dress to school, we didn't have a fight about clothes, and she danced into school.
Then the name.
So we found a support group. They led me over to a table with name tags, and they said that I could pick whatever name I wanted.
And before the lady even got the full sentence out, she was like, Flower, my name's Flower. And I got my happy kid back.
Once older, Flower started taking puberty blockers, now going through hormone therapy.
Occasionally I tell her, if you ever want to go back, that's okay. And she rolls her eyes and says, I know, Mom, you tell me all the time.
The Nichols now drive to Chicago for treatment, losing their local doctors under Indiana's ban on gender-affirming care for minors. Do you consider Peyton almost a different person?
It's sort of a dream to me. It's not a different person because I was never that person.
No regrets?
No.
But I ask myself all the hard questions. Did I do this? Did my husband do this? Was it because we moved, or was it something I ate when I was pregnant? I mean, you do. Even if they're silly questions and they're baseless, you worry and you ask. But I always come back to the exact same thing, which is my kid was dying inside, and now she's happy and thriving. That's a pretty easy decision to make.